Hi, everyone. My name is Nadia Sabrati from Prestigious Brand Media. I teach social media marketing, online marketing, lead generation, content creation. And today I have an awesome topic that I want to cover with you all today. And today we're going to be talking about how to tell stories that sell. Because when it comes to social media marketing, stories work very, very well, right? And you want to tell a compelling story that's going to attract and captivate your audience, right? And there are certain ways to be telling your story when it comes to social media marketing or online. Because here's the thing, you're going to be using your story for everything you do online, right? You're going to use your story for story ads, whether you're writing a copy to run ads, for funnels. I mean, people want to know who you are, right? So storytelling is very, very important. And today I'm going to be telling you my story. And storytelling is huge when it comes to online personal branding. Because here's the thing, you are a brand, whether you know it or not, right? And people are going to relate to you on your journey. So today I'm going to tell you my story. And here's another thing. When I started telling my story, a lot of people started following me. They started buying my products. Yeah, I went from a medical case manager, right, earning less than $20 an hour. Yeah, this was 9 years ago, to earning six figures online. And it all happened through telling my story. And when I first started telling my story, I was terrified because I was like, oh my God, people are going to think I'm a loser. But you know what? They didn't. They actually started relating to me because they actually went through the same thing trying to find a job, right? After graduating school. So here's my story. I'm getting ready to tell you my story and my journey and how I got here, right? So it's been 6 years since I've been marketing online. I'm also online. I also teach. I'm sorry. I also create online courses. So my courses are on Udemy. I will be creating new courses also for Skillshare, and I've taught thousands of students with documented results. Yeah, been on the leaderboard multiple times, right? And all of this happened, guys, through me telling my story, being transparent and authentic, right? Because I realized in order for me to attract people to me, I had to like really get comfortable being uncomfortable. And it was difficult. It was difficult in the beginning. But when I started following these 6 and 7 top earners in our industry, it was when my business took off, right? So 6 months after I started working online, I got comfortable telling my story, right? Because I had to use my story for everything. My full stories on my website, createwealthwithnadia.com. So yeah, it has my whole story. And then I just went, I was like completely authentic and transparent. I just shared it. I mean, what else did I have to lose, right? I had nothing to lose, but I had a lot to gain, and I had to like get over my fears. So here we go. I mean, I've told my story so many times, but I'm going to tell you my story because I'm sure that you really, don't know my story. But here's the thing. Follow me, okay? Click on the link and follow me on YouTube so you can get marketing tips, social media marketing tips, because I'm going to be doing 3 videos a week. All right, giving you tips and stuff like that, and how you can start your business online. Because I know a lot of people last month, no, last week actually, 166,000 people filed for unemployment, and they're really not going to know how to tell their story online, right? So I'm going to tell you exactly how to tell your story, and I'm going to give you some tips, right, guys? Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to go way back to like 9 years, when I graduated school with my degrees in medicine. So I have a double master's in acupuncture and oriental medicine. I also have a degree in public health. Yeah, where I treated patients with HIV and all of that type of stuff. And I also have another degree in health information technology, right, which has to do with coding and stuff like that. So let's get started with my story. So I went back to school at a later age, right, because I was a loan officer for a mortgage company. And then when the housing bubble burst in 2008, I wasn't making any money. Honestly, I wasn't making any commissions at all. And it was difficult, right? I couldn't afford to pay my bills. So I started bartending at a bar. I was earning like about $300 a day, a night bartending. But I didn't really want to do that. I didn't want to be around drunk people all the time. I just didn't, even though I was making good money and it was all cash, was on tips, right? So I was making like about $2,000 a week. I was working 5 days a week and it was all cash. but I didn't want to do that anymore. I felt like I didn't, I was getting older. I mean, now I'm 49 years old, right? But I was getting older and I was like, I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be dealing with drunk people every day. So I decided to go back to school to study medicine, right? So I got a degree in health information technology. Then I continued school. I got a degree in public health. Then, I continued school again to get a double master's in acupuncture and oriental medicine. Now, after I completed all of that with those two degrees, right, with the health information technology and the public health degree, I graduated with a 4.0 GPA. So with the highest Latin honor, summa cum laude, which was like only 1% of the world's population graduates with that high GPA, right? And with honors. And guess what? I graduated school half the time and I was taking tons of credit. Yeah, I was a nerd. I wanted to get it done, and because I wanted to like really, I wanted to serve people. I wanted to help a lot of people. This was why I went into medicine. So after graduation, I got a job at a clinic for a year. It was less than $20 an hour, guys, because it was my first year, right? They want you to gain the experience and all of this stuff. So I was treating patients with HIV, AIDS, hepatitis C infections, other sexually transmitted diseases, drug treatments. I was doing counseling. I was doing, a lot of different things, right? Related to, these HIV patients, right? And, but then funding was cut for public health and I was left without a job. So I went on countless job interviews. I flew across countries. I applied to all the staffing agencies in New York. You know what they told me? Go online and apply. So I went online and I was applying. I did that for a good 3 years, right? No one would hire me because they want 3 to 5 years of experience. And I didn't have that. I only had 1 year experience. So then I got a job, working for DirecTV. They were paying $12.50 an hour. What was I going to do, right? So I took the job. After 3 weeks, I quit. I couldn't do it. It wasn't me, but I was desperate. It couldn't even put gas in my Mercedes. And I had to drive an hour and a half each way, right? And then one day, on the third week I was working, I was driving back home on the highway and one of my tire blew off. I couldn't even afford to replace the tire because I had no money. So I called my ex-fiance and he sent me a tow truck and, he paid for it. And then I got really depressed. I was like, what am I going to do? Here I am, went to school. I spent I took out over $150,000 in student loans and I couldn't get a job. Right. So I became severely depressed. I was like really, really, really depressed. Right. And then one day I was on Facebook and I saw this guy. He was a complete stranger. I didn't know who he was, but I was like really in desperation mode. Because look, come on, I got all these student loans to pay. How was I going to pay that when I had no money coming in? But my ex-fiance and I had broken up, and he was still helping me out financially. He was paying, my car payments. He was paying my bills. And in New York City is expensive. He was giving me $6,000 a month. But I wanted to be independent. I wanted to do this on my own, right? This was the whole purpose why I went back to school. And I studied, all of these, healthcare, right? So out of pure desperation, guys, I only had the last $150 in my bank account. And what I did was I used it and I joined MLSP. I started making money the first 6 months. I did a challenge, a video challenge. I had like about 300 and something people that joined us. And I hit the first leadership rank in MLSP, which was residual income. So I started making residual income exactly 6 months after I started working online. Then the next month I did another challenge and I hit the second leadership rank, L2. Then the third month I did a MLM challenge, and I hit 3 leadership ranks. Yeah, 3 leadership ranks. And guys, all of this happened within like 6 months after I started working online. Yeah, the first 6 months I didn't make any money because I had to really learn, right? So then I started learning how to tell my story. I started telling people my struggles, right? I started telling them, hey, I went back to school for all these degrees and I couldn't find a job. No one would hire me because they wanted 3 to 5 years experience. And I only had 1 year experience. Guys, it was like, I'm so happy that I found online marketing because it's actually saved my butt. It saved my butt. Yeah, it saved me because I remember those times I became severely depressed. I couldn't find a job. So I understand what a lot of people are going through right now because look, last week actually, or maybe 2 weeks ago, 166,000 people filed for unemployment. This is scary, right? And many of them are searching online. So they're not going to know how to tell their story, right? So, since then, I mean, I've built multiple businesses leveraging social media. I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, right? I'm everywhere. And I have a huge audience now, a huge audience. And you know how all of this started, guys? From me just telling my story. And listen, don't be embarrassed of who you are. Don't be like, don't be scared to tell your story because here's the thing. There's so many people like you out there that wants to hear your story, right, guys? And by you telling your story, you're going to be able to captivate your audience because here's the thing. You don't want to be too perfect. If you show people that you have no flaws on social media, like that you don't struggle, they're not going to take you seriously. So you have to tell your story, right? So, here's one tip. When it comes to online personal branding, share your story. Talk about who you are, right? You want to do, I know going live is difficult, but if you're not doing videos, you're not personally branding yourself. You're not. And it's very important in our line of work that you start personally branding yourself because people are going to be attracted to you by your story and by the value you're delivering. So if you're not doing videos, you're not personally branding yourself. So number one, here's the number one tip I'm going to give you, right? When you start telling your story, give yourself, do a 30-day video challenge. Sit down, get a pen, start writing down, things you want your audience to know. Just talk about you, right? Give them little stories about you for the first 30 days. Maybe you can talk about, you went to school, right? About your degrees. Even if you went to high school, even if you went to trade school, share that, right? Share some tips with your audience. Maybe you can share a story of you going on vacation, right? Or something you learned and you want to share it with your audience. Turn it into a story. Storytelling is not difficult, guys. But the main thing is when it comes to online personal branding, story sells. So you're going to be needing your story for whether you have a website, right? You need to have your story for your website. You're going to need to have your story for story ads. Yeah, you're going to need your story for a funnel. Let's say you're building a funnel. You're going to need your story for a funnel, right? And you know what? I use storytelling in everything, guys. Okay, for example, let's say you have a product and you want to promote your product. You want to use the product. You want to get results. Okay, for weight loss, I kind of like using weight loss as an example because there's so many people out there that are they want to lose weight, right? So when you're telling your weight loss story, you want to take photos, right? Take photos when you're overweight. And then a month after, take some photos when you've lost the weight, right? You're going to be using a story like that for products. So let's say you're promoting a weight loss product, right? This is how you're going to do it, right? Because guess what? You're going to need to have results if you're promoting a weight loss product. So storytelling is huge because here's the thing. People want to see results, right? So you're going to have to learn how to tell storytelling, guys. Storytelling is so important. And you can tell stories about anything. Stories sell every single time. This is how I got on the leaderboard. I mean, I've built multiple businesses, weight loss products, spirituality products, courses, my books. I'm an author, I'm a course creator. So I am using my stories on everything. Even if you guys go to Udemy, look me up, Nadia Sobrati, you're going to see my courses. You're going to see how I tell my story, right? So there are different ways to tell your story, guys. There are different ways to tell your story, and you can do this. You can definitely do this. So listen, follow me on YouTube because I'm going to be doing 3 videos a week, right? Giving you tips and marketing tips, right? And I'm going to be giving you tips for Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. I'm going to give you tips for everything. All right, guys. So follow me. And let me know in the comments. Just comment and let me know. And actually, once you comment on the comments, guys, it's going to help more people see my content. Yeah, I know. I haven't been using YouTube for like about a year and a half, but I just started back because, I'm on all the other platforms and I was creating tons and tons of product last year. So I really didn't have time, to really focus on creating videos, for YouTube. But now I'm going to be creating 3 videos a day. Okay. So make sure you follow me for marketing tips and comment on the comment, because once you comment in the comment and let me know, then people are going to like find my content, because guys, listen, I already checked out and a lot of people are searching for this type of content, for marketing content, because look, people are really desperate right now. They're jobless. They're actually realizing it's better to start their own business at home. So I want to start giving people, a lot of tips, right? So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So listen, follow me. All right, follow me and let me know in the comments what type of content you're interested in me creating when it comes to online marketing, okay, and lead generation and all of this stuff. Just let me know in the comments, because it's going to give me an idea what type of content to create for you guys, okay? So listen, I love you. God bless you. Oh, one more thing. I just check in the comments. I posted a link to my social media marketing guide. I'm giving you 8 tips that you need to be doing every single day to build your business on social media. And this is going to work for all the platforms, okay? So make sure you download a copy. It's a free copy, guys. Make sure you download a copy and you start implementing these tips, okay? It's going to help you. And if you need a lead magnet to generate leads, send me a message. Send me a message. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, or you can even comment on the comment section here on YouTube and let me know if you need a lead magnet, because a lead magnet will help you generate leads to build your email list. All right. So listen, I love you. God bless you. And I will talk to you later. And remember, storytelling sells. It does every single time, because this is how you're going to attract people to you. This is how you're going to captivate your audience into buying your products. All right. So I love you. God bless you and have a blessed Saturday. Talk to you later. Bye, everyone.